Oh, Haysoos was about to fall off the cliff there. Oh my. Oh, an apple strudel. Yum. I guess we can just talk to Cat Sith. Should I become a robot VTuber? Do 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 do. As I suspected, this tome was penned by the Mahachi sorcerers of superior standings, as well as detailing the method by which the full power of the Null Stone may be unleashed. Its pages also contain a number of revelations concerning my master, High Void Mage Cesar. If the histories are to be trusted, then it seems that Cesar herself was responsible for summoning Diabolos. But I thought you said your master was opposed to supporting the war effort. Why would she be the one to call up the bat-winged monster? Cesar only agreed to the ritual as a means to bring the conflict to an early resolution. From what I can glean from these passages, Diabolos was intended as a bluff, a threat that was never to be exercised. But those arrogant imbeciles ignored my master's carefully laid restrictions, and elected to unleash the fiend upon the Amdapor. It was when Cesar moved to protest this act that she was branded a traitor and imprisoned. Once they had contained the opposition, the Void Mages studied all manner of otherworldly arts at the taloned feet of their new pet, the most dangerous of which was the rite for summoning Skathahara, and the method for chaining her power. Yet even after all they have perpetrated, these ambitious fools had the gall to come crawling to Cesar when the coming of the great floods was predicted. They begged her to take control of the Void Ark for the salvation of the Mahachi people. As you saw for yourself, however, the energies of the Shadow Queen broke loose and turned the vessel into a derelict nest of void scent. It seemed obvious now that the arts taught by Diablos were deliberately flawed. The only saving grace in all this madness was when that dampled fiend was sealed away by the white mages of Ampador. I shudder to think what would have happened had he reunited with his queen. So now, 1500 years later, Diabolos is looking to finish what he started. I thought the bat-faced bastard was just some opportunist underling, but it turns out he's the main villain behind this whole mess. Were Cesar alive today, she would accept responsibility for unleashing Diabolos upon the world. As the High Void Mage's familiar, it is my duty to act in her stead. I have deciphered the secret of the Nullstone, and with its undiluted power, I shall erase Diablos from existence. Ha! I like your spirit, puss, but try not to rush in too quickly, eh? Getting yourself killed won't do us or your master any good. Wait. No one's rushing in anywhere just yet. Or have you forgotten that we're still in the middle of scouting out the fiend's lair? We got the compass to go by, but who knows what kind of place it'll lead us to, or how many demons there'll be lying in wait when we get there. We fly in with our eyes open, or risk getting slaughtered just like the Talents. Oh yeah, and speaking of which, the tome made mention of a potential location for... Leofard! Ouch. He's behind you. Yeah! Curse you, fiend! At last. At long last. This is far from over, demon. We'll not allow an abomination like the Shadow Queen to rule this world. Not as I still stand. Not as long as Haysoos stands. Then thou knowest not of ruling. It is might which determineth dominion. But believe what thou mayest, frail creature, you are playthings. Your screams of denial shall amuse me as I send this rock, and all upon it to shatter upon the ground below. Attack! I must attack! Come on, Haysoos, attack! Oh. Oh, she's back. Gods, is that Redulia? Where's she been hiding that ship? I would not tire my arm with swatting of so many flies. The Nullstone is mine, and there is yet to be done. You couldn't swat Haysoos like a fly. Guess that makes them even. Well, well, ain't I a lucky sod? 2 demons in one day. Found some new dogs to lick your boots, Redilia? Is that all? Is that any way to welcome me back to the life? You needed allies, and persuading our reluctant fellows to join in common purpose is a feat only a woman of my charming beauty could accomplish. And besides, you look too injured to be of much use to anyone. You best take to your bed, old man, and let me and your champion there take care of the void scent. What? So you can tuck tail and run again at the first sight of trouble? You'd not even be standing there if it weren't for me. And even with me arm busted up, I'm still twice the pirate you are. Nay, I think you should stay behind this time, Leofard. We must pursue Diablos without you. Time is of the essence, and we cannot afford to wait for you to heal. We must take advantage of Captain Redlilia's reinforcement and proceed with all haste. Did the demon drop you on your head, Furball? Without me there to run things, you'll end up getting in Haysoos' way. And no one's making a haste anywhere until we know we're flying into. Again, Captain Redlia may hold the answer to the dilemma. I suspect the island where she uncovered the Mahachi's tome is very location where Diablos has chosen to lair. Diablos has chosen to lair. Okay. This floating marvel I speak of is not a natural occurrence. It was constructed as a haven for refugees of the flood. The tome makes very clear reference to the island's purpose and describes the detail the void scent sorceries employed in its creation. As the Void Ark never arrived at its destination, however, the island remained uninhabited. I can imagine no suitable hideaway for our scheming fiend. Even better, Diablos will not expect us to suddenly arrive on his secluded doorstep. The Talon fleet will carve us a path through the lesser fiends, and we shall strike swiftly into the heart of the confusion to seize the Nullstone. Once the relic is secured, we will use its power to obliterate our devilish foe. As the Sky Pirate, you should understand how such an assault relies on speed and surprise. We cannot have a wounded compromised slow us down, and potentially doom the entire enterprise. So you think you're in charge now, do ya, puss? Poor broken Leofard's just some dead weight you need to cut away? You know what? I've had a belly full of your mewling. In any case, go on. Fly off without me and see how far you get with your thrice-damned enterprise. Captain Radlia, compare the direction indicated by the ecto compass with your navigational records, if you please. I think we'll find coordinates that coincide with the island in question. Certainly, and feel free to board our flagship when you're set to depart. My darling's large enough to accommodate your adventurer and his fellows with room to spare. Dunskath. Don't scath. Don't scath. Don't scath. The shadow remains. Winning over the WOM. North Shroud Trees Peak. Ah, yes. Feels good to be back. Suki Talefa. Sleepy Hermit. Wait a minute. Gangos. Where the heck is Gangos? Blaine the Lala, not the bun. Lavender Beds. How unfortunate. Truly, truly, truly unfortunate. $300 days subscribed. That means I have to queue. Damn. Damn. Tarnation. Bum, bum. Central Shroud, Central Shroud, Central Shroud, Central Shroud, Central Shroud. Wait, I could just fly there. What am I doing? Unscath. Green tear? Finally. Okay. Oh man, it's so beautiful. Sorkai, or maybe. Cloud Gardener. What's up? I don't know. Can you be quiet? Let's keep moving straight, onward and upward. Oh, it's Chieftain Moglin. It's as far you go, Jesus. You and your ridiculous name won't make it past me, Kupo. Gotta get comfortable. Sorakai buzzard. Haysoos is strong, very good, yes? Ooh. Hraesvelgur's Broodling. Lizard Dragon. We're fighting Hraesvelgar. Excuse me. Oh man. Are they all down there already? Oh, they are. I don't know why I used Holy Ground, but... No, we defeated him. Good battle. Good battle. Fair battle. Here we go! Yes, yes! Man, that place is so beautiful, like what the hell? Of course, Haysoos is strong!
Your trial is ended as well, then?
Mine was brutal beyond reckoning. Vedfalnir seems ill-acquainted with the notion of mock battles.
Oh, my poor ribs. Hraesvelgr saw fit to pair me with Vidofnir, but her ferocity was such that I began to wonder if I hadn't simply imagined her injury. Yet my trial pales in significance next to yours. How fared you in your duel with Hraesvelgr? It was cold! I take from this that your battle was rather more involved than my own. Vedfolnir seems largely concerned with how long he could keep me rolling in the dust. Between dodging snapping fangs and slashing claws, I scarce had time to aim a bow. Had he truly meant to harm me, of course, I would not be standing here now. Plainly, his intent was to teach. His onslaught forced me to recall my training about the speed of the dragon, his balance, his blind spots. It was, in short, a very thorough lesson. Ow, ow, ow. Kupo. Haysoos, let me begin by congratulating you on the completion of your trial. For one, with a name more than befitting a jester, you fight with savagery of a rabid demon. Do you see how my wings are kinked? Even my palm aches after this drubbling. I fear my loyal subjects will have to bear the load of my personal chores for quite some time, Kupo. What? When I told you about Haysoos' trial, I didn't mean for the rest of us to suffer. That's triple ships for you, Moghan. Triple? But that's not fair. There's no justice, Kupo. None at all. Kupo.
Our negotiations proved rather more strenuous than I had anticipated, but the results seem well worth the effort.
The battle was indeed hard won. Thank you, my friends. I would never have earned Hraesvelgr's cooperation had you not seen fit to grant me yours. 'Twas your stalwart heroism that moved the heart of the Great Worm at the last. Any gratitude I can offer is but poor reward for your continued service to Ishgard.
Twould seem our final reckoning with the dread worm is at hand. I only wish we had some inkling as to when he means to strike.
Seems pretty soon.
The cry heraldeth his coming. Nidhogg's shade hath taken wing.
It has begun. We must away to Ishgard.
Away to Ishgard. The end of the song.
I must return to my city without delay.
Snarl
Yo, we're gonna ride. Race Velgar, let's go. The mighty Haysoos rides on a dragon. Oh, jeez, that guy's dead.
Remember your training! We hold fast until the Lord Commander returns. Ugh. We must hold.
I think he should have a shield, but he does not have a shield. Rip those guys.
Reinforcements! By the Fury, that one is the size of Nidhogg.
Dun, 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 dun.
Lord Commander!
Hero's Landing, let's go.
You are late, Warrior of Light.
This is fight.
Watan and by E. Still walking. Nal inga. Ale el ikinfa en. Kohes doin. Undo kai omon ikin Skmik in, Eskia in one ihe, Dolun hikin hern esh. Sroskuan inna. His ingar Liskol an, Nusgar akin, Sus ul war.
Dragon fight! What on earth? Is he using the Force? Yin and yang. Whoa. Fuck.
Esken dran mik in, faun War mo I te to thar an, this an in. Snalis ray in, Lendwar, Elstra an.
Oh, where did his eye go?
In Hesmesh.
Nidhogg, you shall die today. For I am the mighty Haysoos, and I stand plenty.
Wa'il and Stra and In. Alle in Kum an les In. Dies alf I an In. Sal jas an.
I stand between you and destiny. The final steps of faith, now accessible. Drifted apart.
One soul's cry, a passion welling within.
I'll be right back. One sacrifice.
Swelling over long seas of blood are a song, and death an afterthought to those who fight for naught. Lying empty, in flames that burn full bright soon fell dark. Memories dimmed by shadowed hearts. In the waxing gloom did wane the lover's moon, watching as their worlds drift apart. One soul's cry, a passion welling within. Sacrifice, a final plea to her kin. Yet this bond of hope by treachery was broke, scattering her words to the wind.
Children of
Swelling over long seas of blood are a song, and death an afterthought.
those who died for naught. Lying empty. They're going down, Nidhogg. Let's. Wait a minute. There we go. You are going down, Nidhogg. Yeah! Children of the land do the birth.
Why must you turn to empty bliss? Tell me why break trust? Why turn the past to dust?
Making things in the abyss. Tell me why breathe.
A circle none can break. Why must you let go the life you were bestowed? This I fear I'll never know.
Yeah. Hey. I'm Canadian, eh? Doom, 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 doom. Two ourselves intertwined, into love we defined, but
but flames that burn full bright soon fell dark. Memories dimmed by shattered hearts.
glue.
Did away the lover's moon, watching as their worlds drift apart. One soul's cry, a passion where
We fight on! Fight on! Oh.
sacrifice
Fight on!
a final plea to her kin. My treachery was broke.
Scattered in the wind. To the wind, not in the wind. I'll show you what's what, Nidhogg. Come here. Let's go! Oh shit, I'm gonna die. Oh. Kill the Shadow Dragon. How dare you use my friend's body as a sack? Die, Nidhogg! Don't worry, Justinian, I'll save you.
Estinian!
Let's save him.
Is this to be mine end? Nay, I will not allow it. I am of the first brood. I am vengeance incarnate. I am Nidhogg.
No, you're not.
Thou shalt die by my hand.
This is not your hand, worm!
Thou wilt obey.
I would ask one last favor of you, Warrior of Light. Finish me, now, while I have the beast subdued!
I have a better idea. Strong!
You waste your time. Kill me! It is the only way! Ending Nidhogg will be my final duty!
No! You can't die like this! I won't let you!
Eh? Oh, Siobhan. No way. To save a friend. Gotta.
Children of the land, souls that once rang clear, two souls intertwined, one true love they did find, bringing light and heaven's near.
He went to heaven.
In the waxing gloom, did wane the lover's moon, watching as their worlds drift apart.
I got the Jolly Rancher.
One soul's cry, a passion welling within. Sacrifice, a bind of plea to her kin.
The eyes!
into the abyss!
What?
Yet this bond of hope, my treachery was broke, scattering her words.
Are you sure that's a good idea? I mean, we should have kept one of them.
He lives. Ah, Estinian, my ill-fated friend. Lucia, summon the healers. I want them ready to receive him.
At once, Lord Commander.
Allow me to do this much, at least. You have my gratitude, Hraesvelga. Your deeds this day have saved a great many lives.
Ustra udin instra rare. An hesnesh.
Oh wait, do you want your eye back? Or...
One in nest ik an. Keifta.
The battle is won. We can do no more for Estinian now than bear him home and wish him well, even as Hraesvelga did. The rest we must trust to the hands of the healers and the grace of the gods.
Man, they set up ladders pretty quick. Full Tom's mana.
The heroes of the hour return.
We but did our duty, my lord. It was the memories of fallen friends and not our heroism which saw us through at the last.
I gave every ounce of my strength, but mine efforts would have counted for naught had the Warrior of Light not arrived to challenge the Great Worm. As a sworn knight of Ishgard, I had hoped to do more for my city.
Well, we cannot all be heroes, dear brother. Let us put away our pride for a moment and revel in the valiant deeds of our comrade. For your sterling service to Ishgard, we salute you. And while we're on the subject of valiant deeds, I believe I myself have earned some small measure of recognition. Under my watchful command, the ballistas of the Outer Ward struck down a veritable swarm of Dravanian invaders.
My lord's command was certainly watchful. He bravely watched as the siege crews took aim, and continued to watch as countless wyverns met their end. Indeed, the ward's defenders proved so well drilled that my lord had little occasion to stop watching.
There will be time enough to determine who is most deserving of recognition later. Our friends are doubtless weary from their exertions. I had chambers prepared in expectation of your return. You are welcome to retire at your leisure.
I am most grateful for your hospitality, my lord, but I believe I shall pay a visit to the Temple Knight's Infirmary. Pray excuse me.
Our master Alphino has grown. The plight of his stricken brother-in-arms pains him more than his own hurts. In which respect he has come to resemble you, Warrior of Light. Go then, visit the Azure Dragoon, and grant him what comfort you may.
We must prototype meeting. Well, I got a lot of material. My own friendship with Estinian began some 10 years past, shortly after we joined the Temple Knights. I learned his name soon enough, but Estinian barely registered my existence. I was less a fellow recruit and more of a shadow which occasionally darkened his path. And so I might have remained had fate not seen fit to intervene. While out on patrol, our company was set up by a dragon, and we were the only two to survive. The experience forged a bond between us, as such life-threatening situations are wont to do. Despite our friendship, he remained an intense and solitary youth, wholly obsessed with claiming vengeance against the Nidhogg, Revenge was ever at the forefront of his mind. Revenge for the death of his parents and revenge for his younger brother. I would venture that in Alphinaud he sees something of his lost sibling. And in the ungentle childlings of Estinian, Alphinaud has found the elder brother. In Estinian, yeah. Truth be told, Estinian's tactless observations have saved me from disasters more time than once, and I can well understand Alphinaud's affection for him. He is a friend whom I would gladly... Lord Commander, your presence is required in the infirmary. Is he... Tell me, tell them I'm on my way. Lord Commander, your presence is required in the infirmary. Quickly. A bunch of... Sure. A bunch of cutscenes, huh? Yeah? Alright.
Estinian.
What?
Cease your mewling, boy. It grates my ears.
Forgive me. When I saw you awaken, I could not... It was such a relief. We feared you might never wake up.
Now, Estinian. If Master Alphinaud thought any less of you, you would still be Nidhogg's plaything. Or dead.
Aye, 'twas but a jest. I thank you, Alphinaud. And you too, Warrior of Light. Quite how you managed to persuade Hraesvelgr to aid in his brood brother's downfall I cannot imagine. But full glad am I that you did. Yet again, you have achieved the impossible.
That's me.
I, for my part, owe you an apology. When last we met, I did willingly loose an arrow at your heart. Can you forgive me?
There is naught to forgive, Emmerich. You but acted in defense of Ishgard as is your duty. Were you any less single-minded about it, I would not follow you into battle, nor trust you at my back. Besides, I had come to the selfsame conclusion, that I would have to perish for Nidhogg to be stopped. So let us dispense with the hand-wringing. I have heard enough mewling for one day.
Oh!
The tendrils of Nidhogg's foul presence bound up every fiber of my being, usurping my senses, but I yet retained some trace of awareness. The worm's mind was as a vast and tumultuous sea. Endlessly its black waters churned, his grief and despair at Ratatoska's murder never calming, never receding. Driven by this surging current came wave upon wave of unrelenting rancor. It was the very image of my own heart. There I saw the dark reflection of the hatred I felt after Nidhogg slew my family, when no path remained save vengeance against dragonkind. neither one of us had a choice. But I was blessed with something Nidhogg was not. Comrades and teachers to console and admonish me. Had I not had them to gainsay my obsession, it would surely have consumed me as Nidhogg's did him, and we would have been in all respects alike. Though his shade is banished, his spirit scattered upon the sea of clouds, I feel no joy at his passing. Where once I craved vengeance, I now crave rest. Lord Commander, my hunt is at an end. I would lay down the mantle of Azure Dragoon.
My friend.
He has tired himself with too many words. I doubt not that he will make a full recovery, but he must be allowed some few days of quiet.
I too must see my path to its end. Sleep well, my friend.
Following the battle with Nidhogg on the Steps of Faith, Sir Emeric called an assembly that he might make his final proclamation as acting head of state. "'Twas there, with one decree, that the 1,000-year rule of the archbishops was ended, paving the way for a new republic. The governance of Ishgard would now be placed in the hands of high and lowborn alike, their ranks represented by the newly founded House of Lords and House of Commons. Church was separated from state. The foundation for change had been carefully laid, and the reforms proposed by Ishgard's new government passed into law without incident. His duty done, Emeric de Burrell gladly stepped down from the Archbishop's dais, only to be raised unto the highest seat in the House of Lords. Though he strove at first to refuse this honor, the unexpectedly strident voice of the Count de Durandare left him little choice but to accept. And so it was that the winds of gentle revolution came to stir. Prominent among the many honored guests at Sir Emeric's investiture were the ambassadors of Dragonkind, a fitting symbol of Ishgard's newfound people. The people looked on in awe as he soared through the heavens on Dragonback. And by their cheers did they hail him an Azure Dragoon for a new age.
Dragon Rider. I guess I could hear you.
Thus were the notes of the dragon song rewritten. The din of war giving way to a rising litany of peace and hope.
Enjoy your eye back, friend. From Memoirs of Count Edmond de Fontaine, Heavensward. Heavensward. I was gazing out at the sea of clouds, in an all too rare moment of idealness, when I chanced to behold a certain hero wending his way towards the city on Dragonback. Welcome home, Haysoos. Nay, 'twas no grave matter that moved me to greet you in person. Between you and me I merely sought respite from the pressure of office. No sooner do I surrender my role as temporary head of state than I am burdened with a position of more permanent responsibility. I fancy that it echoes in some small measure the way you must feel when your improbable feats of heroism are rewarded with still more impossible challenges. The myth which guided our society for generation lies in tatters, and I am then to be scorned for building upon the system of nobility that I once sought to tear down. And what strange jest is that places me at its pinnacle? An archbishop's bastard at the head of the House of Lords? Ah. But these questions are for me to answer. It is not in man's nature to change overnight. This I learned through painful experience. And it was this hard lesson which convinced me to take the path which we follow now. Even as we rebuild the bridge between man and dragon, so we must reimagine Ishgard, one carefully placed stone at a time. We must remember that it is not for us that we lay the groundwork, but for the men and women that our children will become. May their towers rise proudly from the fundamental of our legacy. I hear a word from Captain Whitecape that Estinian has vanished from his sick room. His willfulness survives undiminished. Should you ever happen upon our unmannerly friend on your travels, pray assure him that I shall keep Ishgard safe until he deigns to come home. Thank you, Haysoos, and please convey my warrant regards to Master Alfino. Now what? Speak with Alfino at... House Forton. Thank you, Blands has. Nay, you need not remain there. We shall rendezvous at the usual place. Blan. All proceeding as expected then? Elidibus. Aye, there is naught to concern us, aside from the overly curious mouse. This way! Him again. It is it is of no moment. They will play their part and we will play ours. And thus did the grey mists give way to the azure skies. Man and dragon rise above voices joined in song, but beneath the shrouded boughs, beyond the scope of life, shadow stirs. Bonds. Shadow stirs.